All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is another time for Coach E's Film Room, where we go over the plays of the Browns game and see what we did wrong, see what we could fix, see what they did wrong, see what they're not going to fix, and see what other things have been happening all around this game of football. We love to watch the Browns, and we are about to break some plays down. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. It's the Browns versus the Bengals for this game right here. So, opening kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Opening freaking kickoff. The Browns are kicking the ball off to the Bengals. And let's go ahead and push play, see what happened. They are lined up, ready to start the game. Now, mind you, emotions are full right here. Adrenaline is at all-time high. You're ready to set the tone for the game. The ball is kicked nice and deep. Number 15 for the Bengals grabs it at the goal line. He takes it all the way back. I mean, that hole that he ran through was pretty huge. The way this new kickoff is set up, where you can't move until the ball is caught by the returner, it opens up so many holes, just kind of like a running play. Once you get a full head of speed going towards the line where they are setting the holes and setting the wedge and setting the blocks, you really have to pick and choose on which one fits you best. And he picked the right one. He grabbed it at the goal line, took it all the way back. It was some good athleticism by number 15 here with the Bengals, tight roping the sideline, breaking two tackles, and still being able to have the body control and the presence of mind to dive into the end zone. We initially thought he was out right there at the 3-yard line, but like I said, great body control and horrible coverage by the Browns. I mean, this is one of the worst ways that you can start the game, especially at home, because you got the crowd behind you. Everybody was so pumped for Nick Chubb's return. Defense comes out first and just lays an egg in front of everybody. Now the morale is gone. Now the crowd is totally taken out of the ball game. Now you're automatically playing from behind at the very beginning of the game, which is something you really don't want to do ever. It's an uphill battle from there, and so on and so on. So first play of the game, Bengals take it back, touchdown, kick the extra point. Now it is 7-0 Bengals. We got second quarter, 11-13 left in the second quarter. It is 3rd and 8 for the Cincinnati Bengals. They're in a shotgun formation with twins. That is 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen with 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. So we call those twins. You look like you got man with 2 safety help over the middle. That is the Browns defenders, the cornerbacks, lined up right in front of those receivers, ready to go, locked in. So wherever their man goes, they have to follow him. So we got Joe Burrow in the shotgun position, getting ready to take the snap. The ball is snapped. He drops back, looks at the bottom of the screen, thinks he sees a guy with a step on Denzel Ward. Now, for everybody aspiring to be a DB or wanting to see great DB play, this defensive play by Denzel Ward shows you how and why he's one of the best corners in the league still to this day. He has the perfect back pedal. He turns and runs once the receiver gets even with him. He has enough speed to not get blown by or get burnt deep. So he turns, alert, finds the ball, high points the ball, and you're always taught as a corner, whenever you see the wide receiver's eyes get big and he starts reaching up for the ball, get ready to make your move. So Denzel sees that. He gets his hand in between the receiver's hands, knocks the ball out of his hands. It's just a great textbook play. The way you play corner, that's just excellent play by Denzel to get that 4 and out, to get the ball back, to set up the punt for the Cleveland Browns to get the ball on offense and hopefully try and dig themselves out of that 7-0 hole. But once again, just an extraordinary play by Denzel. It's absolutely picture perfect, textbook DB play. Now, this very next play right here is something I always talk about. I was so excited when we got Deshaun Watson display his athleticism and keep his eyes down the field and throw the ball and get those big plays that we always wanted from him. But here's another example of how he always does it. And this is 1st and 10 from the Browns' 9-yard line coming out of the end zone. It is 11:01 left in the second quarter. So this is a big drive to get out of that 7-0 hole that I was just talking about from that kickoff return. So you have the Browns here in a single back. Chubb is in the backfield all by himself. Welcome back, Chubb. You got 2 The receivers at the top of the screen, one receiver being Cedric Tillman at the bottom of the screen. And Njoku was at the bottom of the screen, end on the line and tight end position down there. So Deshaun Watson is going to send Tillman in the motion to come closer to Njoku, and let's see where the play goes. The ball is snapped. It's a play action. A defensive lineman ends up breaking through the offensive line, tries to make a play on Deshaun Watson. He dives out of the way, jukes that guy. Then another guy's coming, makes him miss, all the time keeping his head down the field, squares up his shoulders, and finds Njoku in the middle of the field wide open for a first down. But just pay attention how he breaks that pocket and then comes up towards the target, coming towards the line of scrimmage. He squares his shoulders up, making sure that he's in line to make a good throw so it doesn't fly on him, sail on him, or go down into the ground. Squares his shoulders up, follows through, hits Njoku right in the numbers, and able to get the ball and tuck it before that defender tries to come and strip it out. That's just a great play by Deshaun, escaping the danger that he was in his own end zone. So if he would have got tackled there, it would have been a sack. Safety possibly. That would have been another 2 points for the Cincinnati Bengals, and then a deeper hole for us to dig out of. So once again, in slow-mo, you see the play action come. I don't know how Chubb makes that block, frees up Deshaun so he can step up in the pocket, once again, keeping those shoulders square, finding Njoku in the middle of the field. It's just an extraordinary athletic play by one, Chubb making that block to keep Deshaun clean and not get sacked for that safety. And two, Deshaun just keeping his shoulders square, getting upfield, getting away from trouble, and hitting Njoku in the middle of the field for a key first down to try and get a drive going to get that points that we so desperately need from that kickoff return. All right, now we got 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. The Browns are in 3rd and 1 on their 33-yard line, trying to get the first down to continue the drive. This is the same drive that Deshaun Watson completed that pass to Njoku to keep the drive alive. So now, for all you fans that's watching this, for some reason, like I always bring up, Deshaun Watson always comes out of the game on 3rd and 1s or 4th and 1s, and they insert Jameis Winston. They did not do that this time. So immediately my antennas went up like, oh, man, he's finally in the game for short yardage. I'm pretty sure we're going to run a play that is going to make us have an easier shot at getting that first down. But lo and behold, he does the same thing that Jameis Winston does, which I said he could have been and should have been doing this whole time because, like I said, I'm not worried about him getting hurt on a quarterback sneak because the defensive linemen or the linebackers really don't have a full head of steam and an open shot to inflict any kind of pain on him. So this is kind of like, I don't want to say a guaranteed play because I've seen it not work before, but the percentage rates of him getting hurt on this play is very slim to none. So Deshaun Watson lines up under center. It's a very tight formation, extra lineman in there just to get the push that you would need to get that 1 yard for that first down. Chubb is the single back in the backfield down the 3-point stands, kind of like an old school fullback. So go ahead, hit play. Deshaun Watson snaps the ball. He finds the crease. Chubb gives him an extra little push just to push him over the first down marker so we can get that first down to keep the drive going. But once again, I don't know why Stefanski would always constantly pull him out and not run that play with him because it could be something off of that he could have been setting up this whole time. But, Jameis Winston was coming in and just doing that, and he would come in and do a flip or jet sweep or a stupid rollout pass, which he's not totally great at, but once again, Kevin, you finally listened to me, kept Deshaun in, and did the right thing by getting that first down, keeping him under center, and getting a nice push by the offensive line finally, and getting the first down to keep that drive going. All right, we now have 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. The Browns are driving, threatening to get a score before halftime to take some momentum into the locker room, hopefully, so we can come back in this game and get a win. So you have Deshaun Watson all in the backfield by himself in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. So just like I always say, spread them out. Make the defense cover the whole field when you got a good athlete back there about Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position so he can make a choice whether he can throw it or run it or just roll them out, hit a boot, get one of the receivers going deep or a receiver coming back to him as a comeback route to give him a good target to throw to him to get the first down or possibly a touchdown. But this is the play heard around the state of Ohio and especially the city of Cleveland. So if you watch this game or didn't even watch this game, if you pay attention to football, you know exactly what's about to happen in this play. So let's go ahead, push play, and watch how this thing unravels. Sean Watson go ahead and makes the call, gets the snap, drops back, tries to take off. And you can see from this angle, it kind of looks like he slips, but those non-contact injuries, he's rolling over, holding the back of his heel. Immediately in my mind, I knew it was a torn Achilles because there's no other reason or no other injury that I can think of that looks like that. And then the guy rolls over holding that part of that injured area. So if we look at the slow-mo here with the camera behind Deshaun, you see him backing up, making his drops, put that right foot in the ground, tries to push off, and you see that little buckle of that heel come all the way down and touch the ground. At that moment, you know it snapped. It was the injury heard around the league, heard around the city, heard around the stadium. So to go a little bit deeper than that, when this injury happened, this young man was laying on the ground as such. As we continue to watch, trainers are out trying to console him. Clearly, he's in agony, defeat, and just angry and pissed and disappointed at this time. Fans actually started cheering. Now, the city of Cleveland has been going through so much with hate and just pressure and putting it on Deshaun and saying everything is his fault. He's not the guy for the job. But clearly, this dude is in agony. He's thinking about if his career is over, so much that he's been through all these years fighting all these cases and everything, and not having the fans in his back corner, and it just all came to a head on that play. So I really am pissed at the city of Cleveland and their fans, the way they responded, the way they acted, just off a route like that. That's just not a good look. And this is a guy who might have played his last snap as a Cleveland Brown right here on this play that everybody's watching. So I hope that's not the case because, like I said, I'm a Deshaun guy. I always want to see him succeed because I think he's a good quarterback, and I thought he would have been great here in Cleveland. But things happened the way it did, and this injury happened the way it did. Not a good thing, not a good sign. So hopefully Deshaun get well soon, come back. Don't know your future here in Cleveland, but you always got a spot on my team, dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this Film Room episode with Coach E. Continue to look for us on YouTube. Watch every single Film Room with Coach E on Coach E's YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Share this information, share this content. It's pretty great. I really enjoy myself doing this stuff. I hope you all enjoy it and learn a little bit about the game of football and just continue to watch it in a different way. So until next time, people, see you next week on Film Room with Coach E.